Going to move on to our GMA cover story, taking a closer look at the efforts to make our schools safer for students. Nightline's Juju Chang is here. Juju, some school districts across the country are now using anonymous tip apps?
Absolutely, Robin, and it's all based on one crucial stat. Roughly 80% of school shooters tell someone of their plans. 60% tell more than one person. So many students at Stoneman Douglas say they had concerns. So these apps provide a safe, anonymous way to report such tips, which could save lives.
In the aftermath of the Parkland, Florida school shooting, a growing number of districts are asking students to send in anonymous tips using apps like this one in Colorado called Safe to Tell. Just this week, more than 60 students using that app to report a social media post that threatened violence. The threat ultimately a joke, but school officials making clear better safe than sorry.
The security protocols that we have in place have caught a lot of threats since the Florida incident.
Safe to Tell reporting they've received 154 tips of planned school attacks since the Parkland shooting alone. Another anonymous app, Say Something, is in 7 regions, including Boston and Miami-Dade County, and now onboarding another 23 cities or districts.
The Say Something anonymous reporting system is a 24/7 app, website, and telephone line that enables any student or teacher or parent to submit any tip or threat that they've heard, whether someone is being bullied or a fight's about to happen or someone's cutting or there's a threat of school violence.
Nicole Hockley, founder of Sandy Hook Promise, lost her 6-year-old son Dylan in the Newtown, Connecticut shooting. Now an advocate for gun safety, Wednesday even meeting with President Trump in the White House listening session. A big push for Sandy Hook Promise, getting more schools to use the Say Something app.
That anonymous gateway, keeping these tips absolutely anonymous, means that someone can get that information out there without fear of any form of retribution.
Since Sandy Hook, there have been more than 290 school shootings, something Hockley hopes these apps will help stop.
You won't necessarily hear the numbers of what we've been able to stop, but we absolutely know that we're going to be saving lives.
Now, these anonymous apps take advantage of the idea that bystanders need to get involved, whether it's bullying or depression or violent tendencies. School officials are saying we can't just be bystanders. Do something. Say something. Robin?
Nightline tonight, correct, Juju?
Absolutely.
Okay, we'll be tuning in. Thanks. Always good to see you. Joining us now is security analyst Evie Pomporis. And Evie, how do apps like this work? Are they effective?
They are effective, and I think in the day and age that we live in, this is the great transition, because if you think about it, all the young people now, everybody's using their cell phones. We use technology and texting, and so this makes it easy. We want to make it as easy as possible to say, you know what, I see something odd, I think this is strange, and let people have that tool to just stop, boop, 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 put it in there and send it off.
And we see the numbers that these people who commit these acts, they do talk about it. They do talk about it at home and at school and things like that. And it's so important to know that you can do this anonymously. And with teens, especially young people, that's important.
Yes, because some people don't want to be the rat or the snitch, so to speak. The other thing is people are afraid. Some people fear retaliation. And when we're seeing all these shootings, students are scared. What if this person finds out that I said this or did this? And there's a different thing. Is one thing to go and to find a teacher, find someone and say, hey, I have to tell you something. And there's another thing where you have this comfort and safety of just doing it through your telephone. This is really important. And it's also going to help law enforcement identify patterns, because now they can see, you know what, we've got these 15 tips on this one student. You know, there has to be something here, and this can help lay out those dots, where what we're seeing after these shootings, people are saying, how come nobody caught this? Right. Because the information isn't getting into one place. So now maybe the information can get into this one pool, and we can be able to lay it out and see, you know what, these 2 or 3 people, there's a problem here. Let's look into it, and then we can intervene beforehand.
And that was part of the problem with the recent shooting in Florida. If they had been able to link all of that together, because there were so many people that were saying that.
And that's many of the shootings. Many of the shootings.
All right, Abby. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.